What's good, gamers? Welcome back to Monster Hunter Freedom. In the last episode, we started the game, equipped our lance, bought our first set of armor, talked to this guy, opened up the Kokoto farm, introduced stuff, learned how to hunt a little bit, collect, gather. We did the first quest, and now we're going to do more tutorials. Yeah! So since we completed the urgent quest last night, well, it was last night for me. We unlocked a lot of 4 new ones, and these are all the tutorial missions. So once all of these are done, I will have completed these Monster Hunter episodes 0.1, 0.2. These are the tutorial quests. They're not real episodes. They're not going to be that exciting, but they're for learning how to play the game. So this one, we have basics: preparing meat. Deliver 1 well-done steak. You can't eat raw meat. You gotta cook it first. I want you to barbecue some meat and bring a piece back to camp. Gotcha. So this is not too important for early hunters, or for like early in the game, but it's very important, especially later when hunts start taking a long time. And in this game more so than others, it's very important. So what do you have to say, Mr. Chief? Survival skills. To become a hunter, you must take care of yourself. You won't last long if you don't keep that in mind. You can cook the raw meat you obtain from carving up monsters to make it edible. Take the portable spit. Okay. So yep, as always, blue box is always your first stop. Grab the map. We don't really need these, but I'm gonna grab the portable spit. We don't really need those other items until we're really doing hunts. We don't even have access to the entire area yet, just areas 1, 2, and 3. What's up, Chiefy? We know how to sprint, buddy. I've been sprinting this whole time just by holding down R. So, we actually, unless I put it away. Oh, I did. Okay, I put all the items I got from the last quest away. So we're gonna have to collect some more meat. What am I trying to say? There we go. Alright, we have to collect more raw meat if we're gonna cook it. What do you have to say? What could you possibly have to say? Abandoning a quest and how to barbecue. Okay. Yeah, that's something I could explain right now. Thanks, Chiefy. You always have the option to abandon a quest. There's a difference between abandoning and failing. Abandoning means you will not get any... Basically, if you abandon, you reset. Can I kill this guy before he gets away? Kablooey! Go! 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 Kill him! He can't get away! No! If you abandon a quest, everything resets. You get any item you used in that quest. So if you used a health potion on that quest, you get it back. But you also don't get anything you've collected. So these small monster bones I've collected, I wouldn't... If I abandon this quest, I would not actually get them. So there are benefits and downsides to abandoning. So, like, let's say you've been hunting a large monster for 20 minutes, you used your entire potion supply on that monster, and you already have 2 deaths, and you don't want to risk losing everything by failing. You can abandon the quest, and you won't get anything you've gotten, but you'll get all of those potions back. So it's kind of a take-backsies. This game is kind of generous in that way. Whereas if you die 3 times and fail the quest, you will not get any of those potions or anything back. So, now that I've wasted enough of our time by killing all of these poor innocent animals, time to introduce barbecuing. You don't usually get a portable spit in missions. You'll have to buy your own, but this one is good if you want to, I guess, go grind for well-done steaks. So, you equip it in your usable items. You can use raw meat and set it down. It's kind of useless. Like, it'll just put it on the ground and you can't pick it back up. Portable spit. Bam! Ah! Early. It's a timing minigame. Ow. Sorry, I just cut myself. Barbecuing is a timing minigame. You listen to the music and you mostly watch the steak. And... Ah, burned! You have a tiny, tiny window to pull it up as well done. Got it! Bam. And each of the 3 items has different effects. There's a burnt, rare, and well done steaks. So if I can get this one. Got it! Yes! You do get it down eventually and it stops being an issue. But burnt steak is the worst of the three, so if you get it rare, it's not quite as big a deal. I've got one more, so I'll go ahead and do it. Each one uses one raw meat, obviously. Burned meat, when you eat it, has a chance of increasing your stamina bar like a ration. I'll just show them off. I don't need the burnt or rare steaks, really. So, burnt meat. There we go. Okay, so it worked. So it increased my stamina by a full chunk. The alternative is that you choke on it, and it reduces your stamina by a full chunk. So that's not good. Rare steak. I'll keep the rare steak. It's basically... It always increases your stamina by one chunk. A rare steak and a ration are basically the same item. It just takes a little bit longer animation to eat a rare steak. And a well-done steak is always increases your stamina by 2 notches. So it's like taking 2 rations at the start of whenever you use one. So really nice. This quest is not bad if you don't want to spend 300 zenny on a portable spit and just want to grind for a well-done steak. But go ahead and drop it off, and we're done. Easy as that. So that's well-done steaks are important. You can use them on top of rations to keep your stamina topped off. For the early quests, you probably aren't going to need them, but you might, especially if you're not good at the game, which a lot of people when they start are not. I know I wasn't, and hunts take forever. So if hunts go on too long, your stamina is going to drop, and eventually it can get as low as a single notch. Like the amount of ration and stuff fills up, it can get as low as one of those, and you can't sprint anymore. It's really bad. So I'd recommend making at least a few of these for worst case situations. Anyway, back to the village. 100 more zenny, not a big deal. These aren't quests you're going to be grinding for money. I'll put it that way. But nice and easy. We're actually going to get more than one quest done in this episode. What? Yeah, that's crazy, guys. Alright. But now that we're back from a quest, this is probably going to be the last time I really show it. But after every single quest, you want to come here and at least go mining and check your farm. So, again, it's always worth coming up here to mine some ore, because ore is obnoxious to get in this game. The more free ore you can get without venturing out into a quest, the better. Whetstones aren't bad to get here, at least early on. Eventually, whetstones aren't a problem. But eventually, you'll be sick of getting whetstones here. And now, do I have any herbs on me? No. Cool. So now, if we come over here and check the crops that we planted, if we harvest them, since we rubbed poop on them twice... Receive item. Look at all those herbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 herbs. And a sap plant. That's not bad. The scatternut and huskberry were pretty... insect husk were pretty useless. But if we go ahead and... You want to plant those herbs every time you're in here. After you've gathered them up, you should plant one back and rub poop on it twice. This is another reason why you always want to get that poop pile in area 1. Because it's right on the way. You're not going out of your way at all to get it, and you get so many more things. If I didn't rub poop on that, I probably would have gotten 3 or 4 herbs. Instead, I got 8. Sometimes you get 10. So you also want to be careful when you go in, because let's say I went in there with 5 herbs on me, you can only carry 10 herbs maximum, so I would have actually wasted some, because I wouldn't have been able to carry them. So, go ahead and store everything. This is as good a time of any to introduce the storage space system. This is your item box storage. In the original games, like this is a port, in the original Monster Hunter, this was it. You could not carry any more items than this, and let me tell you, this is not enough space. I believe in this game you can expand to 2, maybe even 3 pages, I'm not sure. Actually, it looks like you get 6 down at the bottom of those little dashes. No, never mind. I bumped my mic. That's actually just the name. So I think you get 2 or 3 item box spaces. And believe me, you're going to need them. Hit the select button to sort, and you will get used to how things are sorted out. And this is where you just keep all your items, because as you can see, we only have 2 pages of inventory space. So that's only 20 items you can carry. but you can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can hold 100 items in your box and 20 items on your person. Very important to know. One thing to know, especially if you're not playing this for the first time, I wouldn't recommend doing this if you're a first-time player. You can sell your equipment, like the weapons you don't think you're going to be using. If you need an extra boost of money, I definitely recommend doing this. I'm not going to bother, but it's nice if you just need that extra 500 zenny. Let's see. I guess I'll introduce these guys now that I talked about them a little bit last episode.
Well, hello there. What can I do for you today? There's quite a variety of items out there.
So, this is her shop. It will occasionally, as you progress through the game, she will get better items to buy. But right now, you can buy herbs from her. I don't recommend it since they're so easy to farm. Antidote herbs might be worth buying at some point, but not right now. She doesn't have anything really worth buying except for maybe the pickaxes if you plan on going out and gathering. Other than that, it's 560 zenny for a barbecue spit, but that's one you get to keep because the one they gave us before was a supply item. This is the unique item shop. Her inventory changes every quest.
Greetings, I just happen to be a traveling purveyor of fine goods. Some insist on saying I'm a peddler. I've stuck it up on everyone's unwanted items. If you got anything you be wanting, speak up. I'll sell it to you cheap.
Alright. So, everything she sells is cheaper than at the item shop, but it's constantly changing. And she also sells some very rare things. Like for 5,000 zenny, you can get monster fluid, which is not easy to grind for. So if you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, that's not bad. You can even buy monster bones, like the Velociprey. These are Genprey, Iprey. These are monsters we haven't even seen yet, but you can buy items from her. Don't bother. Rathian and Rathalos scale. Those are two of the stronger monsters in the game, and you can just buy this material from her. So if you need them, don't think you have to go out and fight them to get it. You might be able to just get it from her. I believe, actually now, I'll try to show off the crafting. So, welcome! For new weapons or upgrading old ones, leave it to us! So, here we have weapon craft and armor craft. You saw before at the beginning of the last episode that we bought our armor. Here you have... This is where you'll get most of your armor. You can only buy so much. Basically, some beginner level stuff. As you progress, you will unlock new things to make. Like the Velociprey mail, we couldn't buy that. Same with, I believe, the steel mail. And it's 12 defense compared to R1. We can't make it right now because it takes a bunch of ore. But believe me, it's worth getting. Eventually. What we're going to look at is weapon craft. This is my favorite part of Monster Hunter. This is how you make and upgrade new weapons. Each weapon can be upgraded like 10 times, and it's big. You notice when you upgrade. So if we go over to our Iron Lance, for 729 zenny and 2 iron ore, which we already have, we can actually upgrade it to increase its damage and its sharpness. And as you can see at the end of the sharpness meter there, it's green. So that will actually bounce off less than our current lance and do more damage. Alternatively, we can also create a weapon, where here we will get a list of all the weapons we're allowed to create, including the Iron Lance, which we already have, the Night Lance, which needs a lot of stuff that we do not have, and the Bone Lance, which we do have enough stuff to make. It's slightly stronger, but has less sharpness, as you notice. The bone weapons are typically like that. They do much more damage, but they have much less sharpness. So, unfortunately, we can't touch that right now because we are lacking funds. So, let's go ahead and do some more quests to get our money back up. So, we have done finding raw meat and preparing meat. So now searching for items. Deliver 2 herbs and 1 spider web. You can find all sorts of useful items during a hunt. Search around and bring me 2 herbs and 1 spider web. Honestly, I'm just going to cut to where we need to go. This is not a quest we need to waste a bunch of time on. Basically, I'm going to run to that spot where I showed you last episode where you get herbs. And then I'm just going to jump to there. Because from there, it's not a long walk. Forget it. Cutting involves effort, you know? And it gets rid of this nice feeling of bonding that we share, you know? You, me, that guy standing behind you. Oh, never mind, he's gone. Yeah, what do you have to say, Mr. Chief? Searching. Let's see, what does he actually say? Yeah, spiderweb in zone 6. Herbs. Yeah, okay. And obtaining items? Okay, yeah, so nothing we haven't already learned. I'm a better teacher than you, sir. Plus, my dulcet tones make the ladies excited. Climbing, actually, we haven't gone into. So as soon as I gather some herbs here, and what's funny with this quest, if you want to really just get it done fast, if you notice the peddler, the rare item and cheap item merchant that we talked to, was actually selling spider webs. Actually, no, I think it was the normal item shop was selling spider webs. So even before you do this quest, you can just go to the item shop and buy herbs and spider webs, 2 herbs and 1 spider web, and just come in and complete the quest. It won't really be worth it, but you can do that if you so choose. So as you can see, climbing is very uneventful. You walk up to a vine-covered wall or a small ledge and press circle to climb up it. These are pigoos! They're not actually called pigoos, but I like to call them pigoos. These are moss swine, and very worth killing. They are relatively harmless, and those special mushrooms are, that's the worst of the 3 drops you can get, I'd say. It's not bad by any means, especially early on, because a special mushroom gives you, it's what's called an account item, which I can introduce that now. Account items are like supply items in the fact that you cannot take them back with you. At the end of the quest, they get turned into money. So this special mushroom is actually, it is worth 60 zenny. So think of it as an item that has no use except to be sold for money, and it automatically gets sold at the end of a mission. So when you get back to town, it will no longer be in your inventory, but you will be 60 zenny richer, which early on is not bad. It also drops some raw meat. The third item it can drop is a very useful one. I'm sad I didn't get one. It is called a blue mushroom. It's a mushroom that's blue. And these are very useful, and I'll get into what they are used for a bit later. Climbing in this game sucks. It's very slow and boring. It's also funny that you can do this. Oh, okay. Sometimes when I try to make that jump, he just kind of jumps up and doesn't grab on. It's finicky sometimes. But climb all the way up here, and you can see in the background there a tiny little SPODERWEBZ. So if we walk up to it and press circle, isn't a little finicky. If you just walk around, there we go. SPODERWEBZ. SPIDERWEB is pretty useful. It's not the most useful thing in the world, but I'd say definitely have at least 10 on you. Not on your character, but in your box. But I mean, later on we can already buy them. So once you have enough money, you don't really need to go searching for them. You can just buy them from the merchant. Nice stack. Is that 5? 5 SPODERWEBZ. I mean, we get to keep 4 of them. Spiderwebs can be combined with the item Ivy, which I believe you might be able to find it in certain places. I'm not sure. But if you combine Ivy with a spiderweb, you will actually get a net. And I am just now realizing that you guys have no idea what I mean unless you play this game when I say combining. Trust me, when I get back, I'll explain when we get back. So, that was easy. That was the entire quest. Run up here, get the herb, climb up the mountain, and get the SPODERWEBZ. Run back and deliver them. I guess since we're just running, I can explain what I was talking about. Combining. This has been a Monster Hunter staple since the original. If you combine different items, like our herb here, can be combined. If you go to combine, you can combine special mushrooms with things? Weird. But you can combine them to make new items. Typically stronger, more useful items. Come on. Give me the rare item. Like I said, there's a rare item in this poop. I can really help out a starving young hunter. I mean, dung is always useful, like I said. You rub it on your herbs, you stick the herbs in your mouth, you heal. Sad. Okay. Excuse me, Aptonoth. Excuse me, thank you. But yeah, so I just, there's no reason to hide it. The herb, the blue mushroom I was talking about earlier that you can sometimes get from those moss swine can be combined with an herb. If you combine them, you can make a potion, like a straight up potion that you get to keep. Not like these dinky little first aid meds. They restore the same amount of health as a first aid med, but you get to keep them, and you can take 10 of them with you on a quest. Very, very useful. Basically, every useful item that you'll make in this game for healing and stuff, you will be combining to get them. At least at first. Later on, you'll be buying them and kind of, as the game goes on, every hard item gets easier to find and replaced with harder items to get. But potions are going to be your main source of healing. Because trust me, Those 3 first aid meds will not get you through a hard hunt. Oh, hey, we got an herb for our troubles. Why did they have us deliver 2 herbs if they were just going to give us 1? Why didn't we just deliver 1 herb? Explain yourself! Oh, there we go. Oh, the special mushroom gets turned into 60 extra zenny. So, not bad. Took like 5 seconds of our time for a little bit of free money. Not bad. I don't know how long I've been recording. I could probably check, but I think I'm just going to try to finish up. I don't know if I should finish up those quests. How long are they going to take? Let's see. We've got 2 quests left. Oh, combining items and fishing. So, deliver 2 potions and deliver 1 sushi fish. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, that's what these videos are for. They're not supposed to be exciting. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, next episode, episode 0.3, will be the final tutorial episode. Hooray! Then we get to the fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff in here that I don't need. I'm going to take my herbs with me so I can go get more from the farm. And in the next episode, we will learn about combining items. We will learn about fishing, which I've already kind of done both of those things, but we'll get a little more in depth. And then after that, I'm excited for episode 1 to come out, and we will start the real adventure. So thank you guys so much for Macalidivore! Nice. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will maybe see you in the next episode. Maybe I haven't even seen you yet, but I'm hoping you'll join me. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Later!